بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد الهادي الأمين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وبعد فالسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. This is the first of a four series communication from the Fatwa Committee of the Muslim Judicial Council to our broader public. This morning, after a meeting with state health officials and a number of our medical experts from our community, a decision was taken by consensus of the members of the Fatwa Committee of the Muslim Judicial Council to suspend the congregational Jama'ah Salah, the 5 daily Salahs, for the next period till further notice. Please understand, this was a very, very difficult decision to make. Prior to this, we had to suspend the Jumu'ah Salah, and we thought that it might be possible still to maintain the Jama'ah Salah for reasons that will be unpacked as we go along this four-part series. We have decided to call for the suspension even of the Jama'ah Salah in the masajid. Having called for that, we do not want the masjid to be completely bereft of activity during this time. The muaddin, the imam, a group of 2 or 3 people should still continue with the salah of jama'ah in the masjid. But members of the public, please do yourself a favor, do society a favor, do not come to the masjid during these times. Make your salah at home. The muaddins are instructed to add into the adhan, after hayya ala salah, hayya ala al-falah, add the words ala sallu fil buyut, or ala sallu fil rihal, or ala sallu fi rihalikum or buyutikum. After hayya ala salah, hayya ala falah, ala sallu fi buyutikum. Thereafter, Allahu Akbar, la ilaha illallah. One brief amendment to our previous statement. Up to now, we have suspended the Jumu'ah, and we want to commend our community for having heeded that call. Most of the masajid, the 300 odd masajid, heeded that call. The vast majority heeded that call, and Jumu'ah was not held. But Jumu'ah was held in a number of ad hoc locations of small groups of people. The small groups should remain small groups. Please do not invite others to attend. 4 people, 5 people, 6 people within a family, that's more than sufficient. Do not call for bigger groups to come together. It defeats the purpose of what we are trying to do here. The purpose is to minimize any kind of contact. 100 people is a risky figure, 200 people is a risky figure, 20 people coming together is risky, even 2 people coming together poses a risk at its own level. So it is to minimize all kinds of potentials of this virus spreading. Therefore, please minimize. Do not invite more than the required amount. For those who are having the ad hoc Jumu'ahs, by all means have it, but limit it to the absolute necessary numbers. Before concluding this segment, there's one important point to be raised. Since we are calling for the suspension of Jama'ah, brothers might be thinking that the reward that we normally attain for making Salah in Jama'ah will be lost. We want to assure you that if you make Salah at home, but your heart burns and your intention is fully to have performed Salah in Jama'ah in the masjid, had you been able to, our fuqaha state that you get exactly the same reward. Even though you haven't been in the masjid, you get the same reward. I quote to you from Kitab al-Ubab by Abu al-Abbas al-Muzajjad, who says that يَنَالُ تَارِكُ الْجَمَاعَةِ لِعُذْرٍ أَصْلَ فَضْلِهَا إِنْ قَصَدَهَا لَوْلَا الْعُذْرِ. That the person who does not make his salah in Jama'ah on account of a valid excuse, he gets the same basic virtue of making salah in Jama'ah if his intention was to have made it with Jama'ah. We learned this from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in a number of other instances as well. He was out with the Sahaba on an expedition, and he says, in Medina Munawwara, there are men who are not with you right now. They're getting the same reward that you are getting. Why did they get the same reward? Because their hearts intended to have been with you. There are those men about whom the Quran says, تَوَلَّوْا وَأَعْيُنُهُمْ تَفِيضُ مِنَ الدَّمْعِ حَزَنًا أَلَّا يَجِدُوا مَا يُنْفِقُونَ. They turn around and their eyes are flowing with tears that they do not have the money to spend to be able to go out in the path of Allah Ta'ala. So as long as your heart has a desire to have been in the masjid, but circumstances prevent you from it, then you are getting the full reward as if you have been in the masjid. There will be, however, another reward added to it. You will have the reward of Jama'ah, but added to it will be the reward for your responsibility in acting in the interest of the community and not just yourself. You have an extra reward added to the reward of Fadilah, inshallah. May Allah Ta'ala grant us all the love of Salah wa Jama'ah as well as the reward for Jama'ah, even though we do not happen to go to the masjid, and the reward for taking responsibility for our actions towards our society, inshallah.